Hello, you guys. Within this video, I just want to take the time to explain more in detail about the last video I posted before the whistleblower video in regards to saying we didn't sign up for this, they did. I've been having a lot of questions in regards to what do I mean by when I say we didn't sign up for it, they did. I tried to explain briefly via context within the comments, but when there's a lot of information to be said or trying to explain things and you try to shorten it up so that it's more reasonable to read, it kind of still missed the point of what you're trying to say. So get into it. When I say that they signed up for this, meaning when you become a gang stalker or if you become a part of the program called policing or you feel you are going to sign up to be a part of the Patriots Act, you sign up to be put into this program. We didn't. Okay, so when someone says, I am going to be in agreement to help follow someone around that may be, the key word is maybe, a threat to society, you're putting yourself in harm's way because either or, if the person is or not, you got to get ready for the consequences that follow your actions. You have to accept responsibility for what may happen as a person trying to conduct police duties when you don't have the training or the knowledge to understand when to back away or when not. You have to be controlled with your earphones of somebody telling you time to fall back or fall in because you don't have the knowledge to be able to recognize when you're in danger. So that means you sign up for it, meaning you as a gang stalker, you have to take personal responsibility. That means they have to take ownership of their own behavior and all of the consequences that may follow. For instance, when you sign up as a gang stalker, you are accepting indirect responsibility by saying, based on the knowledge I have about this program, I am willing to conduct the acts against this individual, formally thinking that nothing may happen. But it's going to reflect you in your character, meaning if there's someone that's targeted and they feel they're innocent, they're going to look at your characteristics and say, you know what you're doing. So if I retaliate against you, you have to accept the retaliation that comes with it. You can't always sit there and say, I'm going to stalk you and I dare you to tell me to stop. Why do you feel that you have the right to follow around somebody? If it was your family member, your daughter, your kids, your mother, your grandmother, boyfriend, son, etc., you get it. And they come to you and say, this lady keeps following me around and is becoming a threat to me, or I'm becoming scared. And then these people, family members, retaliate against you in some type of way, verbally, by yelling, cussing you out, or by physically. Why do you feel you have the right to play victim and say, I'm calling the police because I was the one casting the stone at you and I hid the hand that threw it. So now I'm threatened. No, you caused that reaction upon yourself, right? So you can't get mad at a targeted for standing up for their self because technically they have a right to. When you look up the laws, it says it's illegal for one to stalk another individual. However, what law says you are not allowed to speak up and use your amendment right to voice your opinion? Okay, so if a targeted says, I feel a certain way, they're not breaking the law by telling you this is how they feel and leave me alone. You're the one breaking the law by sitting in your cars every day, watching what they're doing, by following them around the store, by condoning the tactics that are placed to target. To me, with the Patriot Act, right? I feel there's nothing wrong with Congress passing the legislation to help strengthen national security, right? Because on May 26th, okay, the presidential party signed the Patriot Act, which gives extension to the first Patriot Act, which includes for the law to conduct surveillance on individual suspected of terrorist-related activities. That's not linked to terrorist groups, right? Surveillance. Okay. However, let's be clear. Within this act, on Section 215 of this law, the amendment was to stop the NSA, National, um, what is that? NSA. You know NSA, I'm sorry, I went blank, but you know what it is, from collecting phone data, right? Meaning they were not allowed to spy or conduct any spy activity without the individual consent. Right, so I agree with that. So it's not the surveillance part that a lot of targets are mad at. It's the tactics that they are doing outside of the law, meaning breaking into your home, causing car damage, causing house damage, causing debit damage, causing a lot of financial damage. That's not a part of the Patriot Act. So somebody said, well, they can conduct this program due to the Patriot Act. They can conduct the surveillance, but it does says, if you read it, section 215, they are not allowed to do any spyware activity, meaning they can't tap your phones, your televisions, in order to collect data. That's inaccurate. They may ask questions, do investigation, following procedures, and that's it. But when it comes to violating your rights, that's why targets are mad at the ones that are feeling they're helping, or the ones, which is why we say we didn't sign up for this, because most targets are placed into this program without knowledge or consent to why they are being put into this position. Nobody signs up to be placed under attack by malicious persecution due to false accusations or false allegations of wrongdoing. We don't know what was done. We didn't sign up for that, right? It's clear if you are a target and you have committed a crime, then yes, you have to take the consequences that are given. However, it is known that when an individual commits a crime, they are usually convicted of that crime, and which results in them being placed under an investigation or being trialed by jury or any other court of law, right? So, for someone to be placed into this program without knowledge of their wrong for doing, they don't have the mindset to correct their behavior and to learn from what they did and move forward. So, unfortunately, they suffer on both ends, meaning if someone is placed as a target because maybe they said something that was a threat, or maybe they did something, then how are they supposed to move on with life and learn from their mistakes? You can't do that, right? And also, the ones that are above this program, or the ones that created this program, you're felon. You're felon because you're causing a lot of innocent people to cause harm to other innocent people. So, what kind of justice is being served? Is non justice. To me, I feel like this. Some people that are being targeted is due to their spiritual connection. Some people because they spoke up against injustice, like we saw in the program, the whistleblowers. Some people has just been placed in this because it's a malicious act in retaliation for them suing somebody, right? So, the long story short, I feel like people are being lied on and saying they're a threat to society, right? And then they have to go with the state to receive funds like the NSA in order to conduct surveillance on these people. And they have to prove that these people are a threat, that they're not wasting the government's time or money. So what they do is they implement tactics in between to cause stress or problems to make the people that they are targeting seem as if they are causing the problem, so that why they won't look stupid and like they're incompetent within their own job duties, meaning they won't feel like we're wasting the state's money, we're wasting the jurisdictional time by saying that we are following these people for the right purpose. Because if it comes to be proven that they're wasting their time, wasting the money, I feel somebody gonna lose their job, or some fund is going to be taking it into account. Questions are going to be asked. So, in order to make them look like they're winning, they throw a wrench in the game, right? To make it seem like I'm doing the right thing. I am making the right decision. I am a good employee on the NSA or the FBI or the CIA because somebody gave me a tip and I'm right. Look how mad this person is always is, but they're not telling why they're mad. They're not telling what's going on, what's happening to them. So, long story short, that's all I wanted to touch bases on. Anybody can clarify anything that I missaid or clarify any comments that you would like to add to that, but that's what I mean by that. I hope that helped cleared it up because I know sometimes just creating titles without explanation will cause you to question because we all got our own perception on how we perceive information or perceive anything, period. Thank you guys for always leaving your comments and listening to me because your comments help encourage me and others as well.